Make them notice me, rhyming like it's poetry. Everything I oversee, I just like to overthink. Mocking me, you pay the fee, no returning, no receipts. Those of you that don't believe, quiet, you don't know a thing. Quiet when I'm trying to sing, quiet when I'm making beats, quiet when I'm trying to think. Sorry, I don't mean to scream, I just feel like no one really gets me, and it's sad to see, cause someday I'ma grow up and show all of you it's meant to be. Yeah, anybody wanna hear me rap? No. Come on, let me play a couple tracks. No. Come on, I can spit it really fast. No. You think I should throw this in the trash? No. Trick ya, haters go away before I hit ya. I am not a beggar or a kiss up. You don't understand, well I forgive ya. I am not a quitter, you didn't really think that, did ya? Maybe someday I could even be up on the radio, have a tour bus and maybe even play a couple shows. Everybody in the crowd singing every word I wrote, telling me that I am not the only one that feels alone. Huh? You feel alone? Yeah, I kinda feel alone. Wonder if the feeling ever goes away when you get old. Will I ever make it as an artist? I don't really know. Might not be the best, I might fail, but I guarantee that I'ma die well when I grow up.
I'm glad we got a big budget here because, I mean, I'm pretty sure those fireworks cost a lot of money.
I don't know who's taking a salary cut to get that, but that is crazy.
I mean, it must be all these new stars we're signing, bringing in all the revenue. I don't know what it is, but I mean, I guarantee you no one in the promo world has an entrance like that.
Not a single one.
We're not going to waste no time. For you that does not know, I am the natural talent. This is my co-star here, Randy, the Rip-Off Rebel. Cracks me up every time I have to say your name there, Triple R. We're not going to waste no time, guys. Let's go ahead and dive into the show.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, RYK Richard Bergeron here, thanking you for joining us for the very second edition of Revolution's Breakdown. Revolution presents to you the best in the world of promo, and we bring it to you a different way than anybody else you've seen. 9 big matchups scheduled for this week. Let's get right to the action. Revolutionaries, let's get ready for our first encounter. It's going to be a double debut in the promo world. Introducing first, our first contender of our second broadcast, Grimm. His opponent, making a highly anticipated and fearfully looked upon debut, 7.
to the obliteration of the man that you all know as Seven. Now, Seven, I have followed your career for a very long time. I know all the tricks in your book. So go ahead, bring Angel, bring the knife, bring everything that shock therapy has taught you. Bring me to the asylum. Try and torture me. But understand, Seven, I am an entity like nothing you've ever faced before, and I am an entity like nothing you'll ever face again. Seven, here in Revolution, there's no rebuttals, there's no do-overs. If you want a do-over, go back to your slice of paradise. When I beat you tonight, it will go down in the records as Grimm dominating you. See what I will put you through tonight, Seven. Even the boogeyman himself couldn't prepare you for it. The darkness that will engulf your soul here tonight. You will have to go back to the asylum and talk with all the therapists and see if maybe they can put enough currents through your head to make you forget it. But see, Seven, that is where I will get you the most. Is when you think I am gone and you think Grimm is no longer in your head. I will appear, and while you are stuck in that padded room with me, and you are bound in that straitjacket, I will feast upon your soul, and I will take every ounce of humanity that you have left in your body. And when I am done, you will become my personal servant. You will become my child. Just like I said, everybody here in Revolution will become my children. So Revolution, be ready and prepare to join my soulless army. And believe me, I smelt enough of this place to know that a lot of you will make a great fit.
Tonight is the night we've all been waiting for, the debut of Seven here in the Revolution. And who do I have to stand in front of me tonight? That clown jester himself, known as Grimm. Grimm, tonight you will enter Seven's asylum, and I assure you, you will not be leaving. Revolution, you will be witnessing the total decimation, the annihilation of Grimm. You see, you are the biggest fraud, the biggest fake, and the biggest phony in this business. You're trying to ride the success of a tag team known as the Sideshow Freaks. You think you can put on that little clown mask and make a name for yourself at the expense of Seven? Well, I'm gonna stop you dead in your tracks. See, ever since the Sideshow Freaks made a name for themselves in this business, there were clown gimmicks popping up all across the promo federation, trying to be the next Sideshow Freaks. There's never gonna be another Sideshow Freaks. Sideshow Freaks are for life, but that's beside the point. Because tonight, Grimm, I'm gonna expose you for who you really are. And that's just a little kid in a mask trying to play dress up. You're not a damn clown. You're not even gonna beat your fucking ass when it's all said and done. Seven is gonna shove that mask you wear on your face up your ass. And you're gonna be begging Seven for mercy and forgiveness. Mercy and forgiveness that will not be shown because I gotta make an example out of you. Grimm, you can come out here all dark and mysterious and talk with your little voice changer, and that's not going to get you over in this business. You see, you have no talent. You don't have the raw promo ability at 7. And tonight I'm going to beat the ever-living shit out of you. I am tired of people trying to piggyback after something we made successful. Tonight, Grimm, I'm going to put you in your place. I'm going to make you 7's little bitch. After it's all said and done, you're going to be kissing my ass. You're going to be another joke, another person, another victim of the carnival. You think you got the win over 7, but you don't. I am going to end your pathetic fucking career before it ever starts, Grimm. And there's only one thing left that 7 has got to say to you, and that is, fuck you and your stupid clown gimmick.
Ladies and gentlemen, making a successful first outing in the world of Revolution, your winner, 7!
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Mr. Natural Talent. I'm blown away. I'm blown away not only from Grimm, but from the debut of 7. That was something else.
That was a damn good match. Matter of fact, it was probably one of the tougher matches of the night to call. It's okay. I'm sorry. That blue hair is still throwing me off. I started to say, who the hell's that down there in the corner down there? But never mind. I got you. Man, it was a blown away match. It was a good debut from both guys. I was excited to see 7 promo here. Grimm is someone I've not seen. I've seen Grimes, but I've not seen Grimm. So,
and it's still hard to see Grimm. I'm really not sure what I'm looking at on the screen. And 7, he was kind of clouded in the shadow, but 7 talked a lot about sideshow freaks. And I'm kind of wondering if that's something that 7's going to continue to carry with him, is the weight of sideshow freaks, or if he's going to be able to branch out on his own and really make a name for himself here in Revolution.
Yeah, very, very true. Well, next up we have a very, very pretty explosive match from it's got a lot of history to it, but we're not going to waste no time. We're going to take it back down there to RYK, let him go ahead and do his thing.
Revolutionaries, coming up next, we have a special challenge match. Introducing first, from your mom's house, weighing in at none of your damn business, Captain Law!
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We're having one little bit of technical difficulty. Give us 1 sec.
And his opponent, making his way from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 350 pounds, the promo god, the inspiration, Chris Champion. The promo god, Chris Champion.
Snake, leech, mole, rat. These were all things you let them call me, Chris. I was your rising star. I was your best prospect. You brought me into this game, that very building, almost 2 years ago. I came in, I kicked the door down to your little sheltered habitat, poured gasoline on it, and lit that sumbitch on fire like no one else had before. And what did I get for it? I got called a snake. I got called a leech just for wanting to spread my wings and branch out. And now, Chris, you're not in that sheltered habitat anymore. You're in the real promo world. You're in other groups. You're in other places. You're trying to spread your wings just as I have done. And what happened? Look where you're at now. You're not in the sheltered habitat. You're not being protected. You're not being the big shark in a little pond. You know, you're doing what I had to do. You're doing what I had to do. You left the small habitat. You left the small pond that you were a big shark in, and you went out. And now you're cruising the ocean trying to maintain the fact that you're a big shark. But the real fact of the matter is, Chris, is that no matter how much you stand in your room with your hoodie on your head like this and pretend to be Rap God, you'll never be anything more than some jabroni with a few ha-ha funny jokes. And Chris, 2 years ago you brought me in this game. You brought me in this game and you told me all the rules. You told me that there were 3 pillars I had to follow. And those 3 pillars, I followed them to the T. I honored you. I gloried you. I gave you all the respect in the fucking world. And all you did was become selfish, arrogant, and a little bit of a prick and use it all on your own. You outcasted me. You were supposed to protect me. I was supposed to be your prospect. I was supposed to be your apprentice. And then what happened? You didn't protect me. You didn't shelter me like they sheltered you. No, what you did is you let them outcast me. You betrayed me. And that betrayal has led to conquest after conquest after conquest. I've done something you've never been able to do. You've never been able to outcast yourself and grow. But I have. I've grown. I've changed. I've altered myself, Chris. That's something that you've never done. You've never been able to change. Who's sheltering who now, bitch?
Revolution, my name is Chris Champion, and I would like to welcome you all to History in the Making, because today is my debut match here in Revolution, and not only am I taking on the loser known as Captain Law, he is a man that you all recognize as the head of LPW. But where I come from, in my pod, you were nothing more than a diaper-wearing, crybaby back bitch.
And one my binky.
Who has more losses under his belt than anyone I have ever seen. You sat there and you told everyone that I brought you into the promo world, and yeah, that makes me your promo daddy. But tonight, after our matchup, you will be my promo bitch. I am ashamed to admit that I have ever brought you into this business, because you have done nothing but left a giant shit stain bigger than the one in that diaper you're wearing across all of the promo universe. You had the audacity to call me a big shark in a little pond, and you're partially right. I am a great white shark, but I was swimming amongst other great white sharks, and that's what makes me as badass as I am, because I was still able to make a name for myself in that pond. But let's talk about what you did, because you weren't a shark. You were nothing more than the octopus of that pond, and you couldn't hang with us big sharks. So you decided to hop shore and form your own safe little aquarium where you can finally feel important, where you can finally win a match. But I'm here to let you know right now, LPW will never be legendary until someone like Chris Champion walks through the front doors. And that day may come sooner rather than later. And especially with you holding all these championships all over your shoulders, because you must be terrified knowing that the free agent, the promo god, has finally been unleashed amongst the promo universe. And anytime you open that filthy, disgusting, stank breath mouth of yours, you better look over each shoulder, because I might come and snatch one of those titles right off your shoulder without even taking a big breath to do so. With a snap of my fingers, I will make you as irrelevant as you were the day I found you. You wanted to look like a big shot here in Revolution to all the boys in the back. You were the first one to step up and challenge the promo god. But the only thing you did was prove yourself to be an idiot. Because now, with the pie in your face, you look just as ridiculous as you sound. Because you just had your ass beat by the promo god. And your inspiration, Chris Champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, making a successful first outing in the world of Revolution, your winner, Seven!
Hey, blue hair, I know you.
Well, I think we got the wrong results there.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner in this special challenge, Chris Champion!
Wow. Well, there you go. There you go.
There you go. So, Chris, you're fresh out of your first match here in Revolution. A victory, as we all assume, one of many coming in Revolution. Your first match outside of that place that shall not be named. How are you feeling?
How am I feeling? I mean, look, a victory is a victory. So whether it's a victory over there, a victory over there, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because Chris Champion did exactly what Chris Champion does best, and that is win. And I hope everybody in the back is paid very close attention to what perspired today. Because for anybody else who thinks that they have the balls, who thinks that they have the skill, who thinks that they are ready to be inspired by their promo god, hopefully they take another second to really think before they act.
That is strong, strong words from the one, the only Chris Champion. Thank you, sir. Good job. So I'm going to send it back to the natural talent in Randy the Ripoff.
You gonna sit there with that hairdo and actually try to insult me? It looks like you shoved your head up a Smurf's ass. Shut up. We got Seven on the show for one day, and as you see, we're already having technical difficulties. There's something about that guy when he's around. He causes a lot of friction as long as we go as far as, running a show properly.
Mr. Blue Hair needs to watch his mouth, because the more he talks shit, the more of his salary is getting cut to add more fireworks at the beginning of the show.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, those fireworks are already big enough as it is. I don't think we need any more, but I would gladly add a few more. I know the fireworks look better than that hairdo he's got going on. So what we're going to do is we're not going to waste no more time. Hopefully we won't have any more technical difficulties in this. Sorry about the dead air earlier. I don't know what happened there. We're going to move along to our next match, which is the third match on the card. It's a little weird, guys. Hold on.
Introducing for our next challenge, making his very first appearance in Revolution, hailing from Stavanger, Norway in Midgard, accompanied by his axe, Svarog Asidia. Weighing in at 260 pounds, the skull-biting wordmaster of the Wolf Clan, Einar Vikarsson!
Why, hello, Kevin, Chaos. Now, you know, most men, Kevin, are stupid or loud. It's very impressive that you managed to do both of those. And you haven't even said a damn word yet. Maybe you could put that on your resume, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let me introduce myself. I am Einar Vikarsson. I am the skull-biting word master of the Wolf Clan, and I'm here to collect treasures and go a Viking, which in your simple terms means raiding. But before we settle this with our fists and our axes, perhaps we should take a little step back and introduce you to a little bit of the Vikinger country and the Vikinger tradition, because we have a little bit of a weapons of words, don't we? You see, we don't just use our axes, no, we can use our words as weapons too. And I want to give you a little bit of that sample of what we call flyting. So, get your book out, get your paper out, whatever feather and parchment that you're going to scribe on, put this down and understand exactly what I'm saying. Now, Kevin, you may have sparred with champions in the past and in your mind may have thought that you've busted each one. But I, tonight, will surely defeat a braggart and have so much fun. You see, you're a misfit, a half-wit, a foolish old grouse. A weakling, a milksop, a cadger, a louse. I am the greatest of all fighters and master of verse. And your pride is appalling, but your rhyming I haven't heard is worse. So Kevin, let's get down to it, shall we? Let's get down to the meat and potatoes of what tonight is about. Because you see, the truth of the matter, Kevin, the truth of it is that you're not going to have any legs to stand on, especially after tonight. You've been spinning around like a whirlwind with nothing to land on. You're stuck in a holding pattern. You're out of conviction with no wind in your sails. You're so focused on the end that you're ready to fail. Kevin Chaos, you're living a story that's already been written. You're pointing your fingers at him and him and him and him, trying to point out the villains. But the truth of the matter is, you're the only villain of this story. So every step you take towards that ring, every step that you get closer to us meeting face to face will be filled with hopelessness. So Kevin, I only got one question for you. Shall we begin? Skull!
And your winner by punk out forfeit, as his opponent was afraid to even address him, Einar Vikarsson!
Let it be known, okay, let it be known for all the promo world. If you stand us up, I ain't even going to play your fucking intro. Let's go ahead and be real. If you ain't got enough balls to stand up for your commitment that you made here with us, and that's how you want to go out, we'll make sure we give you the right send away. I'm in the right attitude, in the right mode, because it's time to go to work. I have someone who seems to believe that they are on my level of natural talent ability, and this is just another chance for me to prove to this guy why he's just like so many else who made that same claim, who came up way short. See you soon, old school.
Thank you, Ash and Randy. Yes, I have with me right now one of the icons in this industry. He is well known all over the EFED world. The one, the only, old school. Old School, how you doing tonight, sir?
Perfectly good.
So I just have one question really for you. You've got a big match. This is a dream match coming up between you and Ash, the natural talent. I have to ask, what are your thoughts before you go into this match with Ash?
A dream match for who? Dream match for the natural talent, maybe, but it's going to end up ultimately being his nightmare. Because, see, what the natural talent just don't understand is I'm a living legend in this business, whereas he's still trying to chase my dream, try to be me. Listen here, I'm going to tell the natural talent, if you're listening, you pay real close attention to what I'm about to say to you.
Old School? Old School. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. We'll try and find out and get right back to you. Other than that, we're going to go back to the guys in the booth. Ash and Randy, take it away.
Anybody else just see that? What the hell happened to Old School?
What happened?
Where did you go?
What do you mean?
You just
I was in the ring. I would never. What exactly happened here that someone would take it that far?
I don't understand.
I know what this is. We all know that Old School kicked his own ass to keep from having to face me. That's exactly what this was.
All I know is I'm feeling a little disappointed here because we were about to witness a historic, amazing, badass match, but clearly someone just attacked Old School.
I tell you this, and this is coming from the high man. I find out who had a hand in this. You will be fired. I will completely delete you from the page. You will have nothing to do with Revolution ever again. It's a damn disgrace that two guys came and put on a good show and someone else had to interfere. If something bad did happen to Old School, I hope he's okay. I mean, he's pretty old.
Hopefully we'll hear some updates soon to find out what happened to Old School.
Well, damn, I guess our only thing we can do is declare me as victor, right? I mean, he didn't show, so that's technically he was worried about facing me. So, like I said, he kicked his own ass probably to get out of it. So, you know how these guys are, Randy. They when they have to face talent, they do anything they can to get out of it. I mean, maybe he talked himself into a corner, then realized what he was facing, and then he pulled it. I mean, I don't exactly know, but I don't know.
I don't think so, Ash.
We'll take it back down to RYK. You want to take us from here?
Revolutionaries, introducing first for our next matchup. From the mean streets of Galway, Ireland, weighing in at 220 pounds, the Irish car bomb, Jay Briggs. His opponent today, from the depths of hell, the Reaper, Nightmare.
The time for the mind games is over. The time for fighting is now. And I'm Jay Briggs, and I love the fight. Now, Nightmare, I know you're a little stick. You like to run around collecting souls, bringing them back to the depths of hell. But we both already know that I don't have one of them. And a little bit of one that I did have, I sold to the true devil himself a long time ago. Not some little devil's bitch boy. That's exactly what you are. Running around, collecting souls, bringing them back to the devil, doing all his dirty work, that makes you nothing more than a bitch. And I'm going to give you several more reasons here today why you are nothing more than a bitch. You run around, you hide behind that mask. You say it's to hide your ugly face from everybody to see. But that's not true now, is it? You're hiding your true self. You are ashamed of who you really are. Because you're nothing more than a fraud, a fake, and a fucking coward. Now, why do I call you a coward? Because what do? You go around, you attack people in their dreams, in their sleep, when they can't defend themselves. But when you get brought to the real world, we see exactly what happened in your last match. You don't stand a damn chance now, do you? Because you've already been in a far scarier place than being with Jay Briggs in the middle of that ring. And that was going up inside my head. I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. There's some scary shit going on up there. But even when you did that, you still couldn't get the job done now, did you? All I did was wake up, snatch your little ass back, and bring you to the real world, where I plan on finishing you off and laying you to rest. So nobody has to see you here in the Revolution again. Because you don't have what it takes to go toe-to-toe with some of the best like I do. You come out here fumbling, stumbling, not making any sense. You're not even getting any of your freaking points across. You're just laughing. You come out with this big red screen trying to look all demonic. But then really, it just looks like it's that time of the month there for you. And you know what? Maybe that's why you're a true nightmare. But here, I got something for you. Maybe stick that in and see if that helps. Because Nightmare, I plan on making you the Irish Corbom's bitch here tonight. When I beat you from pillar to post, from side to side in that ring, and laying you down and pinning you for a 1, 2, 3. Because yes, you may have the power of Satan and his army behind you, but I have the power of the whole drunken nation of Ireland standing behind my back, and they're willing to go through hell with me, just to prove that you are no nightmare. You are nothing. So tonight, you might as well pack your bags and get the hell up on out of here, because you don't belong in the Revolution. The villains already proved it, and now here tonight, I'm proving it. So Nightmare, why don't you do us all a favor and just fuck off and suck on my shamrocks, bitch.
Tonight. Here it is. It's Sunday. And you know what's really good about Sunday? Is the day I kick your ass. Now, you want to piss me off about you, Jay Bridge? You thought you could drag me out of that nightmare. You thought you could drag me out of hell. But I found my way back. And I'm going to drag you down there with me. Jay Bridge, you and I have done all our talking. Every single thing we had to say. But the time for talking is done. And that's what you're gonna be. Done. You think that I'm gonna fall to what you have to say. No, I'm not gonna fall. I know for a fact I'm kicking your ass. And in that ring, I'm going to bring the very best that I have. And I'm going to make sure of it. Irish car bomb. Oh boy. You fat bastard. With your little Irish beard. Looking like a dumb ginger who has no soul. But that beard, when you get to hell, say bye-bye. When you get there, I'm going to make sure I have the razors to... I'm going to make sure I cut that stupid thing off. And everyone is going to see the real Irish car bomb. a fake, phony fraud. And before I go, let me do this for you. Guess what? Your pot of gold? I took my sword and I stabbed it in there, bitch.
And your winner, the Irish Car Bomb, Jay Briggs.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that victory at all. You know, the Irish Car Bomb totally laid the smackdown, if you will, on Nightmare.
Let me be clear about something. Nightmare cracks me up. I don't care. I was in stitches watching that promo. I don't care if you won or you lost. You know what I mean? So it was hilarious to me. I laughed so hard. I just couldn't help myself.
No. Let's not pass over the comments of the nights. Irish Car Bomb, suck my shamrocks. Come on. How do you come back from that?
He threw him a tampon. What? Briggs is starting to develop this character kind of nice, I feel. Nightmare's still got some work to do, but like I said, he cracks me up. So it looks like he's having fun, and that's what it's all about. So, you know.
And I'll tell you this, too. Nightmare needs to watch what he says about people with red beards.
Yeah. Well, you don't have no souls.
I'll make sure that, you know what, we don't have souls. I'll make sure we don't have conscience either.
Well, let's not waste no time. As you know, Briggs got the win in that. We're going to move it on along. I had received a message the other day from a certain someone. I'm not going to say their names. I will just let them do the speaking for themselves.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Revolution, some of you may already know just who I am, but for the few that don't, or the ones that just haven't had the pleasure, allow me to introduce myself. I am the big man, Big Sweet. And over this last month, I have watched as the dream of two men has sparked a movement. I have witnessed the birth of something so unique, something so revolutionary, that I had to come be a part of it. So tonight, the big man is here to toss his hat into the ring, to let everybody know he is here for the sole purpose of testing himself against some of the best the EFED promo world has to offer. So with all that being said, I want to let everybody know two things. This revolution has just got sweeter, and I'm going to see some of you real soon.
There you have it, folks. Mr. Big Sweet has spoken to the Revolution. It's going to be very, very interesting to see if he gets on the card anytime soon. We have still a lot of big matches left, guys.
Has there been any update on Old School yet?
He's old, so it might take a little time. You know, they take time to hit. You know, things move slowly with Old School. We're not going to waste no time because there is a match that I have been waiting for, and someone else making their debut. Let's take it back down to RYK. Let him do his thing.
Coming up next, we have another pair of highly anticipated debuts. Introducing first, weighing in at 350 pounds, Bo Jax.
You know, if I had a nickel for every time that some piece of shit pointed a gun at me, I'd be a rich man.
His opponent, uncomfortably appearing as the nuns begin to sing, Mike Murder!
Каждого примут все, что он так любит. Нет никаких разбитых судеб. С рождения в глазах горит огонь. Приходит смерть, она тебя разбудит. Demolition!
Do you hear that sound? Some of you may be hearing the humming of nuns. But for me it is the sound of revolution. For me, the curtain is finally being pulled back. The chains finally being broken. And we get to see the real Mike Murder. It's too bad that management sent me here to shut that shit down like two flats on a Cadillac. See, as your name may be on the marquee tonight, you will not become victorious. In fact, you will just become a trickle of dust, just like you have been in the past. When times get hard, Mike Murder runs back to his closet, the secret one, and hides while the big boys go to war. Notice one of your little promos there, it was cute that you had the word failure above my head. Failure, that's cute. See, the only thing I've ever failed at was bowing the knee and kissing the ring. Bojax doesn't do that. Bojax lives by his own accord. I don't need the popular vote. That's how I know tonight is going to go way different than it would have been a year ago or so. Tonight, people get to see the Mike Murder of old. Nothing has changed. Maybe a little bit more theatric. Maybe behind a mask. Who really cares? You're a washed up guy. You're Matt Anarchy's shadow. I said it. We've all wanted to say it for years. You don't hold a candle to the talent that I have. The talent you have belongs on a bigger stage. True story, everyone. Mike Murder used to be a professional storyteller. He couldn't cut it, so he decided to become a promo artist. So before you come out here and start talking about me, talking that nonsense that no one can really relate to, take these two fingers and shove it right up your monkey ass, 'cause I ain't having it no more.
Jax, you hear that? Do you hear the silence? All week, I gave you opportunity after opportunity to drop hypes, to say something. You know why I didn't do it, Jax? Because you are the biggest waste of time in the promo game, but yet you come on screen and say,
You don't know my name by now. You haven't been paying attention to the promo world.
seriously? From where, Jax? Tell me. What have you done in this game to make a difference? Besides nothing. You're the biggest waste of time. The sad thing is, Jax, not only do you know that, but all your buddies in the back know that too.
Oh well.
How is one supposed to take one serious when he wears glasses indoors? A man that flaunts he's one of the biggest in the game and hasn't done shit. Let's be real, Jax. Oh, what is it now? Bayou Jax. Hey, Bayou Jax, why don't you go buy yourself a goddamn clue? Why don't you go buy yourself some talent and catch an idea? Something original. There was no need for me to come out here and do this to you, Jax. There really wasn't, because you know why? I'm not here for wins. I'm here for war. It just so happened they put your name in front of me, and Mike Murder, the guy that has been here for 2 years in his promo game and has changed it every single time he's on screen.
I personally appreciate everything you've done.
I made the difference. But you have done nothing. You're about as correct as a right shoe on a left foot, Bayou Jax. And after this, they're gonna know why. Every little bitch in the back, be prepared, because this right here is just a small taste. Whether you like it or not, do me a huge favor. Kiss my ass. And now that we're done here, Bayou Jax, remember, just when you thought you were alone, the nuns begin to hum. Hail, Mike.
And after a grave contest, here is your winner, Mike Murder!
You know, Mike Murder is just as vicious in the Revolution as anywhere I've ever seen him.
Yeah, I can't take a damn thing away from Jax on that one.
No.
Man, Jax hit so many points on so many things. The judges seen it a different way. Mike gets the win. Great match. It was everything that we thought it was going to be, and then some. That match was kick-ass, man. It's one of my favorite matches on the card.
Mike might have got away with the win, but Jax definitely made a name for himself. He's definitely shined in this matchup.
I don't know if I want to face Jax now.
Well, if anything happened just like it did tonight, you know, you probably won't get to face Jax because apparently there's somebody out there taking out your opponents.
Bojack's kick his ass anyway.
I mean, I would say I had nothing to do with that.
Look, I didn't say you did. All I'm saying is just, is there any update yet on Old School?
No, I mean, I haven't checked on him. I'm here with you.
Then all I'm saying, look, I haven't got anything yet.
I do have an update on Old School. He has been taken to a nearby hospital. He's been treated for a minor concussion, and he will be at the next breakdown.
What about Papa Smurf? How's Papa Smurf doing?
Papa Smurf is good. Papa Smurf is doing very well. How's your mom doing? Because she said I did a good job last night.
Well, if you were with my mom, you probably should get yourself tested.
Yeah, everybody knows that. That's gross, Josh. There's lines, man, and you just crossed it, Papa Smurf. Go to timeout. Go to timeout. We ain't gonna hold up. What we got to do though, we do have this thing called sponsorship that paid for some of those damn fireworks that you seen at the beginning of the show. You know, I'm not one for sponsorship, but it's the corporate thing to do. You know,
we can only take so much. We can only take so much of Josh's salary, so we got to make it up somewhere else.
I guess. So we'll be right back as we take a commercial break. That is the Paradigm Shift. Catch it every night at Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Central Time.
It's a badass show.
It is a badass show. Yours truly is on it.
That's why I said it's a badass show. Right?
Badass. You know, I mean, when you got people with blue hair, you got to bring something to the product. You know,
and questionable STDs possibly as well.
Questionable STDs. There's been a lot of. We've talked about some weird things today on this show, everything from tampons to STDs. But listen, speaking of, this has probably been one of the more hot matches, I would say, all week. That's between the Bounty and Villain. They've both been taking shots all week long. I have been excited to finally get to see these two go at it. So we won't waste any more time, and we will send it on down to, of course, RYK, the voice of the revolution.
As we approach the home stretch of Breakdown, here now to collect on your bond, the Bounty Hunter.
My mother told me someday I will buy galley with good doors, sail to distant shores. My mother told me someday I will buy galley with good doors, sail to distant shores. Stand up on the prow, noble dark I steer, steady, steady course to the haven. Human foeman, human foeman.
His opponent, as bad gets, this is Villain!
Now, Villain, just because we both got a win last time, I don't want you to think for 1 second our promos were on the same level. My promo told a story. My promo paid homage to my opponent, while at the same time telling everybody just how fucking good I am. Your promo, on the other hand, you showed off your tiny little bat, and you told everyone how to spell your name. Well, you know, I thought to myself, names have meaning, so why don't I teach you the meaning of yours? Let's get started. V is for valiant. As in what a valiant effort it is for you to walk into this promo battle knowing damn well you are swinging way out of your weight class. Inferior. That one kind of goes without saying now, doesn't it? Lame. It appears now that the dead man has retired after 30 illustrious years. It's open season on his gimmicks now. Let me guess, you're gonna send me to hell. Yeah, try harder. Lackluster. You see, where my promo flowed like the finest wine from Napa Valley, your promo with all the stuttering and stopping and starting again sounded like you were trying to tune an AM radio station. Abomination. It's a little harsh, isn't it? Not really. Not only you are abomination to this promo world, not only are you an abomination to this group, you are abomination to life itself, and I'm going to do what your parents should have done a long time ago. Imagination. Now see, that's where you succeed, that's where you thrive harder than anybody, because in order for you to come in here and think that somebody of your low skill level is going to make a difference or ever one day be a champion, you have to have the best imagination of anyone in this group. So don't lose that, kid. And never. As in, you will never beat me. You will never beat anybody else in this group. You will never be a champion. You will never be a serious contender until you do the work to make yourself better. It's awfully funny. You spend all this time telling people how to spell your name, and although I just sat here and read it out for you, I spell your name just a little bit differently, villain. That's how I spell your name. You know, the one thing you're never gonna get in life? But don't worry, villain. When you're done running around this group showing everybody your tiny little bat, you can come choke on mine.
Bounty Hunter, tonight is the night. Tonight, you go one-on-one with the villain. And I know what you're probably going to do. You're going to probably try to rile me up. You're going to try to make me play your game. Because you're probably going to give me a fired up promo. And expect me to raise my voice. And sit here and drop a bunch of curse words. And because you don't respect me. You are probably going to try to dismantle me. You're probably going to try to embarrass me. Because isn't that what you said you're going to do? But, my friend, you are wrong. Because I will not play your game. Now, what you're going to see and hear are some stories. I've been in the promo business for just a short period of time. But I went up against a couple of the best promo artists who you kind of remind me of a bit. Yet they are more seasoned. They respect their opponents. And they will give the fans what they want. Now, what I see so far from you before I get into my story is that you do not care about your opponent. You don't want to put your opponent over. And yet, you do not want to give the fans a good match. You don't care to play dirty. And yet, the guys I'm going to compare you to are the exact opposite. They will give a hype promo and make a good show, no matter if they're going to blow their opponent out or not. Now, I went against Chris Champion. One of the first guys I went against. I thought I was all big and bad, and I wanted to go against one of the best. And yet, I lost. Time and time again, I lost that match. And yet, I had to learn to kiss ass and continue to move forward. I had to go against TDC and kiss ass and continue to move forward because I lost those matches. Now, you remind me of each and every single one of them, but yet you do not respect your opponents. So what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to respect you. I'm going to make you respect me. And when the match is over, I'm gonna make you smell the rose. I'm gonna drop the rose on your chest. I'm gonna make you understand why the villain is one of the best in the business.
When the good guy chases the bad guy, your winner, the Bounty Hunter.
Look, the Bounty Hunter has just proven 2 shows in a row that he is somebody to be feared.
If he steps off in that tournament, guys might want to be a little bit worried. He has the past two shows. He has shown that he's promoting at top level caliber, top talent. These shots he's taken, he always has that last stab line before the promo cuts off. I mean, it's okay.
We are going to be crowning a brand new Revolution World Champion very, very soon. And if the Bounty Hunter isn't in the finals, if he isn't one of the last 2 men in the finals of this tournament, I'm going to be shocked. I am genuinely going to be shocked. Now, that's not to say that the villain wasn't impressive, because, again, I've known Villain for quite a while now, and he is definitely not the same man that once kissed Chris Champion's ass over a year ago.
Right. Still sound like he was still kissing your ass.
And look, he mentioned TDC as well, so I don't want to hear it.
Well, I mean, what he said about TDC is true. I mean,
that he's always a hater.
What is with Papa Smurf down there? Always popping in, trying to like get his little shots in, and
I don't know. He's trying to get his FaceTime on.
I can put the hood on.
I can assure you that if the Hooded Warriors were here, we don't need a little sidekick.
Sidekick. All right, we're gonna move it along. We got another big match that's coming up, and I don't want to waste no time with this one. It's the one that a lot of people's been anticipating. He's been asking for it for almost since the last show. Management finally heard his screams, finally gave it to him. So let's see what it's about.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a special attraction encounter, introducing first, hailing from anywhere and everywhere, it is he who is truly one with the whispers, the Savior. And introducing his opponent from the very heart of the revolution, weighing in at 155 pounds, the voice of the voiceless, Matt Anarchy!
Matt Anarchy. You speak words of revolution, but the only words that are ever truly heard are your own. You consider yourself the voice of the voiceless when you are the only voice in your crowd. The Savior has been brought forth to do this because it must be the Savior that silences the voices, to bring back the whispers, from where the voices got their start. For it is truly a whisper that starts the greatest revolution. For this revolution, Mad Anarchy doesn't need to be a part of. Because this revolution, we only need people that are as good as what they say they are. Not just step up and say, I am the voice of the voiceless. Or, I consider myself the Messiah. They need the Savior. They need somebody who stands back and only takes actions when necessary. That only steps up and says what needs to be said. No extra polish. No nuances. No little special add-ons. Just words. As I've said before, the Savior is an idea. And in closing, Mad Anarchy, I am truly the whispers that enter your head as this turning of events now shows that instead of you telling people that you're the voice of the voiceless, I'm the whispers that let everybody know that you are not the Messiah you claim yourself to be. You say the people have spoken. The whispers is what truly tell the people what to say. And what they are saying at this time is that Mad Anarchy is no longer the Messiah. It's time for the Savior.
Remember, the 15th of November. Not for the beatdown that the Messiah gifted to the man. No, after this slaughter, that day for forever shall be known as the start of the Savior's suicide plan. Ooh, dingo! This dude's spitting. Let's talk about it, how your first flaw in this doomed plan was believing a storyline would ever put you over my streak. Actually, your first mistake came in the first promo you shot against me, where you said you used to respect me, and then stumbled backpedaled over yourself just to say that you still do, except, you know, blah, blah, whispers, whatever. Which was probably the best thing that you could have done once the word respect came out of your mouth. You know, it's really a shame that we do these promo things live and you can't start over, I don't know, go back and edit that out or something? Alert, but you probably want to put the kids to bed because it goes really downhill from here. No, your first fundamental flaw came before you even stepped on screen against me. You fail to pay attention to the details when you do things like let your real face run on the show intro. You sealed your fate. And did y'all notice how even after he did that, almost no one was excited to see the Savior debut? And I say almost no one because I'll admit it, when I saw Dopey here drop a promo, I popped a little bit of a chub, realizing I'd get to see the other 6 dwarves debut soon. Oh, you didn't think Anarchy'd bring the heat for his biggest fan? No, your fundamental flaws, they started when you believed that donning a mask and getting 2 wins in the tiniest of ponds constituted growth. When in reality, this is but a short-cut gimmick that loses effectiveness every single time it's on screen. Which is why I stopped dropping hype promos. But hey, that's right, Savior, congratulations. The voice of the voiceless watched both of your promos. Couldn't tell them apart if I put them on mute, but I watched them both. Same as the third one, and the one tonight, too. And mad props, because that boring-ass white background is a massive improvement over the trash pile that you used to promo in front of. Maybe I should take that lone heathen tag off my intro video so people can't make that connection. And maybe even all that would be passable, but step into Mr. Revolution with a completely restricted gimmick? Well, that's because I edit with TikTok. Oh, we know. And you still stepped up to Mr. Revolution with a half-crock storyline. Pay attention. You shot a promo about being in my head while doing this.
Mad Anarchy.
You wanted to sell everybody that you've been controlling me by whispering to the people. However, if you paused on the knuckle rockets to my intro videos, you'd realize that you whispering to the people while I'm deep in your head just means that the message was always mine. I'm just a tool. Time's almost up, so I'll leave you with this. V stands for vagina when it comes to this bitch.
Here is your winner, Matt Anarchy.
Bravo.
Yeah.
Bravo.
I know that I was supposed to be unbiased, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it now. Matt Anarchy he's Mr. Revolution. I mean, he said it himself. He is Mr. Revolution. He is the heart and soul of Revolution, and again, someone that you need to watch out for in this upcoming World Championship tournament.
He's been on a momentum spree for a while now, and he just kind of brought that over here with him. So it's going to be very interesting to see what what Matt does next. Like you said, especially in that tournament. Well, we come to the end of the show, folks, where it's time for the main event.
Already?
So let's take it back down to RYK.
His opponent, the original franchise icon.
Drops and coast caskets, I'm losing patience. Pop a bottle, take a pill, keep them medicated. Wake them up with education. Stand up and take your places. So can I believe it? This world is so crazy. So can I believe it?
Revolutionaries, this is your main event of the evening. And it is the fight for the franchise. In this encounter, the loser must no longer attribute the moniker of franchise while competing in Revolution. Introducing first, proudly representing Spring Hill, Nova Scotia, Canada, weighing in at 260 pounds, the real deal of the promo field, the Franchise 2.0, the Demigod, the Canadian Dragon, the Nova Scotian Nightmare, the Canadian Crippler, Gene Emerson.
Like a devil on a deadline, gonna send you down.
Canadian Crippler, the Canadian Dragon, the Canadian piece of trash. Who gives a damn? Nobody does out here. You're in the real promo world now. That's your first mistake, Crippler. You stepped out of those hallowed walls that took care of you, patted you on the ass, and told you you were a damn good promo artist. Well, you're not there anymore. You're in my world now. And you're about to find out why I was gifted the name, the franchise. It wasn't because of the things that I've done on screen. It wasn't because that I just wanted to start calling myself that. It was because all of those people that I have helped over the years, all of the places that I have been where they have asked me to come in there and help them grow and help them be successful and show them that there is life beyond your top tier promo worlds. You've never done that. Has anybody ever asked you to go to a place to other than be a feeding post for all of the new talent in there? I don't think so. That is why I am a franchise. I will always be the franchise of the promo industry. It doesn't matter if you beat me in this match. It doesn't matter if Revolution decides to take my franchise tag away. That's fine. I don't care. Because everybody that's anybody that knows anybody knows that I am the franchise for a reason. And you, well, you're nothing more than a fat-ass ripoff of a piece of trash that called himself the Crippler 3.5 years ago. Well, was his gimmick. And son, you ain't even as good as him. Because I can tell you, he would call me the franchise as well. Because he knows, just like all of those other places that I could step into right now and be revered and thanked for being there, they know exactly who I am. Do they know who you are? Have they seen you do anything besides lose outside of those little walls that you like to talk about so much? No. Gimmick infringement is a motherfucker. And out here in the real promo world where you're not protected, where they don't fix your diaper for you, well, you're just getting led to the slaughter. So if you really think that you have what it takes to be the franchise, you better bring it, son. Because I can tell you right now, it's looking like an 0-2 start for you, bitch.
Icon, we stand yet again, toe to toe, face to face. Here is my anniversary, the 29th, 1 year, and I'm on the marquee, and I'm making you relevant yet again. You want to stand here and talk to the revolutionaries like you're the victim, like the last time we met, I beat your ass so bad, when really the ball was in your court. Icon, you were supposed to take hold of the young buck. You were supposed to put me on your wall, but yet you couldn't. I mounted myself the 9-point deer that you are and put you up on my wall. And I displayed you out for all to see. I am the true franchise while you stand around just being a has-been or a never was. Because in 5 years that you've been in the promo industry, I have done more in my first year than you have ever done. So you're going to come out here and try to verbally beat me, Icon? Nah. That ain't going to happen. Because tonight we show out and show everybody the reason why I am the franchise of the revolution. And while you are just a mere shadow of what you used to be. Come on, Icon, you're unchained, unhinged. What you gonna say when I whip your ass from one end of the post to the other? When I destroy you in front of all those who know who the true Icon is all about, who the true franchise is. And I make you, yet again, my proverbial bitch. We are here in the Palace of Wisdom. And yet again, I'm going to show you my dungeon and leave you in the darkness. Because tonight is the night that I made sure that the only thing that they remember is that you used to be called the franchise, and that tonight the franchise, the Icon, goes into the back and rests in peace one last time. Because tonight, Icon, after I put you to sleep, after I make you tap, there will be no more of you, because you'll be the laughing stock. You see, even if you beat me, you ain't going to kick me out of Revolution, because I'm still going to be standing here in your face. And I'm going to make you the disgrace amongst the revolutionary place. Because I am the Canadian Crippler G. Emerson.
Here is your winner, and the official franchise of Revolution, Gene Emerson!
What the hell?
Let me be the first to say this. We are all in trouble. We are all in trouble. Another thing for the Canadian Crippler to brag about.
Oh my God. He's never going to shut up now.
Someone needs to do some research and find out what it's going to cost to get your eardrums removed, because at the end of the day, that's the only thing that's going to be able to save you from the headache that we're all surely about to receive.
God, how long was that dude's contract for?
Oh my gosh. Congratulations to Crippler, but SOL for the rest of us, I guess.
Oh my goodness. That is definitely a one would call it an upset in the making of that. You know,
everyone would call it an upset.
For Crippler to beat Icon is something. Well, what's done is done. Let's go ahead and talk about what we got coming up for the Revolution. As Mr. Triple R here explained, we do have a tournament coming up for the next Revolution Championship. We've got back
the first.
I don't know why I said next. It's been a long show, guys. The very first Revolution Championship. It's in the process.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Ooh, it's coming. It's coming. It's pretty.
It's pretty too. It's so pretty. So pretty. It's gorgeous.
Even the championship itself is going to be revolutionary. It's going to be something that I know I personally have never seen anywhere else across any other EFED group. There's going to be something very, very, very special about this particular belt.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. I honestly cannot wait, not only to see who crowned the first champion is, but just to see how some of these matches, once all these guys jump on this card, because you're going to end up having some big names face big names. That's the only way they're going to be able to win it. So it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be. I can't wait. I hope Old School's good by that time.
I think he deserves to definitely be in the tournament for sure. But the one thing that's going to be really exciting about this championship is that it's not going to just be on Revolution TV, guys. It is going to be shown, hopefully, across all of Promo Universe. It is something that's going to be taken over. It's going to be shown off, and who knows what type of challenges that's going to bring in for that championship.
Yeah, very, very, very true. Well, guys, that's going to end our show. I want to thank everyone for joining. Make sure you like and comment and all that good stuff. Make sure you like us over at Pinfall Productions on YouTube, because when the pay-per-views happen, that'll be the only way you can watch them. Mr. Champion Randy, congratulations on your win. Or whoever's win. I won, right? I mean, can I technically call that a win?
I would. Look, I'm going to make an executive decision. I'm going to say that was a no decision.
Oh, come on, man. Well, I guess I don't have no power here, so that's what we'll call it then. I guess a no contest between me and Old School. We hope Old School gets better. It looked like whoever did that, it's just a damn disgrace. I tell you, it's really a damn shame that we didn't get to have that match between me and him. So
get well soon, Old School.
Get well soon. I'll tell you what, man. I'll send you a nice big fifth of your favorite liquor or something. And a pack of smokes. What else does Dirty Backers like? Tools,
probably a beer cold.
Beer, a few other little things I could probably think to send him. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one.
Hey! I'ma make them notice me, rhyming like it's poetry. Everything I oversee, I just like to overthink. Mocking me, you pay the fee, no returning, no receipts. Those of you that don't believe, quiet, you don't know a thing. Quiet when I'm trying to sing, quiet when I'm making beats, quiet when I'm trying to think. Sorry, I don't mean to scream, I just feel like no one really gets me, and it's sad to see, cause someday I'ma grow up and show all of you it's meant to be. Yeah, anybody wanna hear me rap? No. Come on, let me play a couple tracks. No. Come on, I can spit it real really fast. No, you think I should throw this in the trash? No, trick ya. Haters go away before I hit ya. I am not a beggar or a kiss up. You don't understand, well I forgive ya. I am not a quitter. You didn't really think that, did ya? Maybe someday I could even be up on the radio, have a tour bus and maybe even play a couple shows. Everybody in the crowd singing every word I wrote, telling me that I am not the only one that feels alone. Huh? You feel alone? Yeah, I kinda feel alone. Wonder if the feeling ever goes away when you get old. Will I ever make it as an artist? I don't really know. Might not be the best, I might fail, but I guarantee that I'ma die well when I grow up.
How much do I owe you?